Welcome, Supes, to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast. We've been away, but we're back. We're here to review episode 6 of Gen V, now out on Prime. This is becoming really tiresome. I'm not gonna lie. Akram, what are your thoughts on this episode?
Waste of time. Absolutely waste of time, I think. I don't care about this arc that they have going on with Kate. I get Kate is a strong character. She deceived these people, but I feel like we could move past that now. I want to see bigger things. This show actually feels really small in scale, which I'm actually really surprised about. It does seem like it has a big budget, but... So this episode's basically a whole dream sequence because they're in her mind and they're experiencing her traumas, and there's some revelations to things, especially her sexual fantasy that we'll talk about a little bit later on, which I thought was pretty funny. Her body count's high. Yeah, there's some revelations about how that whole thing happened with Andre and herself, which I'm still... I don't know. I am still continuously disappointed when they show this. So I don't know if they think we enjoy it. I am consistently more and more disappointed. But yeah, let's just get right into it. What are your first thoughts?
Well, you fucking put the carrot in my face with the Soldier Boy thing, and you fumbled the bag. That was so disappointing, dude. I was like, oh my god, it was such a waste.
Really?
I mean, I think you mentioned this last one, or we talked about it, like it was just gonna be like a dream sequence or like just like a short cameo, but like I thought they'd do a little more with it. I mean, he was there for like it was like a high and by. He was supposed to like tell them something important, and then he just dipped. So I thought that was kind of stupid. Apparently he helped Kate get through her puberty, I guess. Yeah, that was really like weird. I don't know how you felt about it. It's so raunchy, like the dialogue.
It was pretty
I know it's
raunchy.
Soldier Boy, but that was raunchy even for Soldier Boy. I was like, damn.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I feel I have a weird, because Soldier Boy is one of my favorite characters after season 3. He was so good. I feel really guilty saying this for some reason, but I thought that whole dialogue was corny. I thought it was like too forced. You know what I mean? It was like a caricature of Soldier Boy, and maybe this is the whole season/series of Gen V. It's the carcass of the boys or something like that. You know, they're really trying hard sometimes, and they think that they're pulling off something that's clever, but it's actually kind of weak. That's what I'm starting to realize after these couple episodes, and they were just renewed for season 2. So let's see how season 2 goes.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I feel like even you could have replaced Soldier Boy with like Homelander in that scene, and it would have made more sense. Like
it does make more sense.
Looking up to him as an icon, because Soldier Boy, we only got him like last season, and he was like a traitor and shit. So like, why would Soldier Boy be like her fantasy or something? Well, I don't know, because she looks up to Golden Boy.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't she look up to Homelander too? You know. Yep. So I mean, you could have swapped characters. I think it's like I said, it's like a carrot dangling in her face, because like, oh, pay attention, because Soldier Boy's gonna be here. So it's like a clickbait for an actual show.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a waste. And then he just like goes away. I thought the whole dream sequence thing wasn't in particularly fun to go through. We already know,
basically like Stranger Thing. It was like a fucking 11 sequence. She even does the nosebleed thing and the eye thing. Like, yeah, she kind of reminds me of like Rogue from X-Men, but also like a mix of like 11 too. Like she can't really control her powers.
This episode genuinely was a waste of time, because everything that the characters were experiencing, we already were told of that. So we were told of that, just move on. The only thing that was revealed was that Andre and Kate were cheating on Luke way before any of this shit happened. So it was like, but again, it's like, I don't want to see more, because I'm like more and more disappointed.
Even that reveal, I feel like it was like, okay, compared to all the other shit that happened, like I think the Jordan reveal was actually had more impact than the Andre reveal.
Yeah.
Like he's apparently like he wanted to be like Brink's TA and shit.
Sure.
Marie's was kind of like, okay, we saw this already in the episode 1, so like I get why they threw it in there, but it's like it's not like a big deal. The only impact we got from this episode was honestly the wood scenes with the doctor and the virus thing, which you mentioned in the last episode, is a potential to control the supes. That's the only thing, and it's sad because like it's a strong cast. I do believe the actors are great, but it feels like it's a waste of time every episode. It's like it's not going anywhere. Like, and then we have the Sam and Emma scene. Like their whole plot in this episode was just okay. They had sex for the first time. Big deal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't like his character. I think that relationship is cute at times when he says a joke. It's like kind of, I don't know, there's a type of charisma to it, and I really like that she laughs, so I always enjoy that. But that's the only nuance that I like about the relationship, because other than that, he needs 2 bullets in the back of his head, because this guy, he always fucks up the moment. If you're like having a nice, let's say like you're having a nice get together at a barbecue, you're drinking some Coronas, you got your family there, then this motherfucker gonna come and go, ah! And he starts like tackling people, and he's scary. He could kill people. Shit. And he always does that. He like tackled Kate, and it's like, like, you know, come
he's
on,
probably
man.
more unstable than Soldier Boy. Now I'm thinking about his shit.
He's an idiot. That's a superpower.
You fucking show that mother for one episode of Sesame Street. He's gonna go off and kill everybody.
Oh!
shit. Holy fuck.
Shit.
I would never bring that motherfucker to a Muppet show. Holy fuck.
Oh my goodness. No. Yeah, I think all in all, this episode, they're rehashing their own weak story since the beginning. Every time they show these things, like these revelations, they just keep showing it again and again. It's like, we don't care. Okay, that's it. Move on, you know? We want to see more exciting things. Give us more polarity. I'm actually interested in, you know, Andre's father. Like, how did he get into this? I'd like to see some stuff about that. You know, it kind of feels like they're biding time until the end, because the end might have something like super big.
It's like all filler at this point.
Well, you know why it's filler? Because they said Gen V will tie in directly to The Boys Season 4, and The Boys Season 4 will tie in directly to Gen V Season 2. So it looks like these guys, this is their first time running this show, and that's why they're trying to bide their time, is because at the end, it's going to tie in directly to The Boys, which is what most people care about, and then hopefully they'll get better. Maybe it'll be like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where it got better like around Season 2 or half Season 1 or something, you know?
Yeah. I just feel like at this point, it doesn't even feel like it's part of The Boys. It actually feels like an afterthought to me.
It does.
Like,
yeah.
they only throw in certain characters from The Boys. It's like every new Marvel show now.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they throw in, oh, here's a picture of Thor or Iron Man, just to remind you, oh, this is in The Boys universe, right? But it doesn't actually feel lived in, you know, because like you said, like I kind of want more like out of Andre, like his relationship with his father, maybe more of Jordan Lee, showcase their powers more or something, like make it actually feel like how season 1 of The Boys was, like people using their powers like irresponsibly. They kind of did that in the first episode, and then they kind of like fell off a little bit. I kind of want more of that, because that's what makes it The Boys. It's like when they're using their powers like irresponsibly, and it feels like, oh, it's kind of like fucked up in a way. And there's like no accountability. That's what it should be. But I feel like at this point, it just feels like a weak teen drama or something.
Yeah, and which is crazy too, because these people aren't even young. They're like close to that. What they say that they're young. That's bullshit.
They're early 20s or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean these guys are just, I don't know, and they kind of feel incompetent sometimes. Which I think it's fair. I mean, it's their first time getting into this. I think it's realistic, but the problem is they're just wasting our times for a couple of episodes, and it's just like, and then the locations are always the same locations. You get me? It's
not diverse. Yeah.
Yeah, not very. I mean, at least The Boys, you have your locations that you see a lot of the times, but at least they're different here and there. This is not really doing much. I don't know. Kind of disappointed by this episode. If I had to rate this episode, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. What about you?
I'll probably get 4 out of 10. It was pretty on the weaker end of what we've seen so far, and I don't know, I feel like it started out strong, and it's just, I hope at least the finale will somewhat give me some satisfaction and be like, okay, well, maybe it wasn't a waste of time, but at the rate that it's going right now, it kind of feels like, because these are like hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
And it feels like it just drags on too much, and it's like by the end of it, you're like, okay, well, what did I just watch?
Sure.
I don't know. That's our opinion, guys. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed this episode, if you didn't, let us know. We are sticking with this series. We have a bunch of other series. We're doing Loki as well, but we have some other reviews planned in store for you for this month. But we love you guys, so stick with us. But until then, thanks for having lunch with us.
See you guys.